Hi, these are your September 2017 horoscopes with me, Lada from astrolada.com. I have great news for September after the craziness of all the eclipses in August and the tough times. But before I start, I want to let you know that big, huge shifts will be happening this autumn, because Jupiter and Saturn will be changing signs, and I'm making a webinar on Jupiter in Scorpio on the 30th of September, 10-15 days before Jupiter moves signs. Come and join me. It's going to be only $29. We're going to speak how Jupiter will personally impact you, because there'll be a huge shift in your luck. Luck for everyone will change, where opportunities are coming in your life through, where things will blossom and happen easy in your life. When Jupiter changes signs, this is where all the luck and where the opportunities shift as well. So come and join me. It will be 4-hour webinar, and you'll get the top information of how you can best benefit from this amazing transition that is happening. Aries, September 2017, guys, good news. I have two good news for you. First of all, Mercury is going direct, the planet that rules work and your health, 6th house, and it also rules your communications, business activities, commercial activities of any sort, administrative tasks, contacts, advertising, planning, managing, organizing. Mercury is such an important planet, and if there were some complications in the last few weeks that were happening in regards to your work, that if you had to work extra hard on some details behind the scenes, on some job that requires a lot of attention to detail, to use a lot of your skills, if you had to use a lot of your intelligence and skills to make things work as normal, you probably had to use 3 times more efforts and skill to make things work as normal. Or if there were some complications in information, in writing, in speaking, in your emails, in anything to do with technology. And by the way, I'm an Aries sun, and this Mercury retrograde, which rules the 3rd house of communication, my PayPal is having problems, is mixing things up in the orders, my emails not coming in the right order as well, and it's like I had to reshoot the videos a few times because of technical issues. This is all Mercury ruled things. Communication, information. People that are especially in careers like mine, which is where you're giving information, when you're working with emails, in administrative fields, with reports, with writing, with speaking, with on a daily environment with lots of clients, with things that require a lot of attention to details. They usually become more difficult while Mercury is retrograde. They usually, mistakes that we've omitted or that we've made are shown to us, which can be a bit frustrating, but the retrograde period, so we can fix those. And even if there was some kind of clashes in communications with people that you work in a small group environment, or that you meet on a daily basis, like your workmates, playmates, teammates, if these got complicated in some way. The moment Mercury turns direct now, after the first week of September, everything starts coming back to normal. The routines become more predictable, no surprises in your work environment with work projects. If you had to put extra efforts in any tasks that require a lot of information, communication, writing, speaking, they start paying off, and you see the results of that, and they start becoming more predictable again, and relationships with teammates, workmates as well straighten out and improve. And so, that will be, there is usually, while Mercury is in retrograde, this kind of intensification of the need of the mental work, of the attention, the need to pay attention to detail and to use your skills, especially for Aries. Or if there were some complications with travel plans and stuff like that, all those things start straightening themselves out. Or if there was some kind of complications with health, for example, 6th house is also your health. They will probably start resolving themselves after the first week of September. That's one good news, but I have more good news. Mars, the planet that rules Aries, whether it's your sun, moon, or ascendant in Aries, Mars rules you. It's a powerful planet for you. For the past 2 months, in June, and even in June, July, August, has been invisible, very close to the sun, which means it's burnt, which means that when your planet that rules us is burnt, we're kind of more frustrated, it's not visible, so we're not so visible either. Maybe we wanted to come out and make things happen, but somehow we were not allowed to come out there and to make things happen, because Mars wants action, to make things happen, to move forward ahead. And maybe you were moving forward ahead because Mars is moving direct, but because it's invisible, you were not seeing the results of those actions that you were doing. Or maybe you felt like you were a bit in the dark, you know, or not in the dark, maybe too blinded by the sun, so your light cannot shine, you know. But it means that Mars every 2.5 years comes close to the sun for about a couple of months or 3 months the most, and it becomes invisible. And this is like a time when you go to recharge your batteries. When Mars, the planet that rules us, goes to recharge its batteries, because the sun is the central intelligence. The sun is the central divine being that the creative intelligence and the creative impulse and evolutionary impulse for everything comes from it. And when Mars comes and joins the sun for about 3 months, very close, very invisible, it's like doing a council with the king. And the king is giving it new orders with like new vibrational pattern for the next 2.5 years. And from September, guys, finally, at some point, I'm not sure when exactly, for every place in the world, it's different day that Mars becomes visible. But for the first time, you start seeing it visible with the naked eye, because it moves enough away from the sun to become visible. So you start becoming visible and coming out with those new ideas. Even if you felt like things were a bit slowed down, they were not manifesting as much, you were not able to really manifest those new things. Now when Mars becomes visible, you come out recharged with those new ideas as an Aries. Mars was on a council with the king. The creative intelligence waves were delivered to Mars for a new impulse, for a new beginning, and for the next, it's almost like you're starting a new phase as Aries, which will last for the next 2.5 years. And it will peak during the Mars retrograde period next spring. That would be another topic though. But now you're starting to come out like the phoenix that was reborn out of its ashes, more resplendent, and you start to see that you have more impact again on the material world once Mars becomes more visible. Not only you have more impact, but you're charged with new ideas and with new passion and with new excitement, and you no longer feel frustrated by being blinded by the sun. You know, because when you're in the presence of the king, it's giving you counsel, you have to listen. Mars likes to, you know, to do its own thing. So maybe if you felt a little bit overwhelmed by some authority figure or by some big circumstance in your life, it was because you needed to kind of take a break and recharge a little bit while Mars is close to the sun. And now when you become visible, this frustration goes away and you're able to start manifesting and start new things in the world. So that's the other good news, guys. And not only that, but once Mercury moves retrograde, moves direct, and Mars becomes visible, it's our time to act, you know. But also all the planets will be moving direct till December, so almost 3 months. Venus, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter. So after the first 10 days of September, you really start feeling this flow, this influx, that things start moving forward. And Mars, we as Aries, we love new things. Aries is the sign of new things, of new beginnings. Aries is the sign that wants to march ahead with new territory. And when there are planets retrograde, one of those 5 visible planets is retrograde, we kind of have to slow down and we have to revise and go to the past and think of different approaches, change something in a big way, you know, revise things, put extra efforts. But when all the planets are moving direct, like will happen for 3 months now, which is super rare, you know, then we as Aries feel great because things start developing so fast. And Aries is the sign of fastness, moving fast, bam, 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 bam. And Aries feels in its element when things are moving ahead. I remember last January, I think, all the planets were moving direct for a month, and things in the whole world developed so fast. I mean, like, whoa, one after another, every day something was happening, something new, something not coming from the past to haunt us, but something new, unexplored territory. And I think that would be fantastic autumn for the Northern Hemisphere, or spring for the Southern Hemisphere for Aries. We're coming out of the shadow, we're coming out in a new cycle, all planets are moving direct, so we can proceed ahead with those new plans that the sun charged us up, that the central intelligence gave us, the divine intelligence, and we're starting to move ahead with those plans without the need to look for detours, just straight ahead. And usually when all planets move forward, plans go according to expectations. Whatever vision we have, they kind of tend to follow it rather than surprise us, you know. So I'm excited. This, starting from this autumn or the end of the summer, energy, and not necessarily just energy, but new things are coming to us. And this month in particular, September, until the middle of October, actually, there is a lot of focus on your 6th house, guys. The sun is there, then Mars goes there in your 6th house, will stay there almost till the end of October. From the 7th of September till, I don't know, till when is it? Till the 23rd of October. Then Mercury on the 11th of September goes into your 6th house as well, till the end of September. Then Venus on the 21st of September goes till the 15th of October in your 6th house. So gradually, the more the month progresses, the more you find yourself working on something, working hard. 6th house is the house of hard work. You'll find yourself with more and more duties and responsibilities. You'll find yourself a little bit bogged down in details, which is not what, you know, Aries love. But as I said, your planet is becoming visible and it's entering the 6th house, and Mars feels great in the 6th house because 6th house is the house of problems, and Mars is the planet that sorts problems, that fixes problems. So, and a lot of work that you haven't completed, you'll be able to get it done fast and efficiently with all those planets in the 6th house. So use September, from the 2nd week of September till the middle of October, to get a lot of work done. A lot of work that is practical, tangible, material, something behind the scenes, something that requires more attention to detail, something that requires, almost like you might turn a little bit into workaholic in that period. Or if you are not employed, a possibility for employment can come. 6th house, the house of finding job. You know, not like, you know, if you're self-employed, then 6th house is your responsibilities and duties and, you know, all those things that you have to do during your job. But if you're not employed, this might be the time for you guys when your planet becomes visible in the 6th house, when you find a new beginning, a new job. So try for that in September and October. Also, 6th house is the house of health, so you might be much more willing to pay attention to your health. There might be some more inflammatory situations. Whenever Mars is in the 6th house, and for me, I always get like some sore throat or some inflammation because Mars rules inflammatory, or some cut or a bruise of some sort. So be careful, pay more attention to your health, and especially take action, because Mars is the planet of taking action in regards to preventative measures, whether it will be eating healthier or doing some exercise or going on walks, just so you can maintain your health better. Because 6th house is also the house of stresses, things that we have to solve, problems and stuff, and daily stressors of some sort, and competition as well. So there will be increased competition in your work environment, in your daily environment. It will increase a lot more hectic, your daily environment, your daily routines and habits. So I'm getting ready to be in this work mode as well. You know, already starting to, my mom is leaving, so I have to take care of baby, and I'm doing lots of webinars, and, you know, and that's gonna be a full-on month. And after that, gradually from October, the focus will move into relationships. But for now, it's like the time to really buckle down and start working hard, and we'll get great results. And by the time those planets come out of our 6th house, so October, middle of October, we'll be like, whew, I got so much done. I'm so happy. You know, it was a bit of a push, but I was able to organize my life better, to become more efficient, to get a lot of work done, to sort out problems that we usually don't like to deal with. So plow ahead and do all those difficult things, fix them, sort them, and leave them behind. And because this is rare to have Mars in the 6th house, once every 2.5 years, you know, and we really get activated into a efficiency mode in hard work mode, so use it productively and usefully rather than just to fight with your coworkers or something. All right, so this is it. And by the way, Venus is in your 5th house, Aries, till the 21st of September. So not only lots of work, 6th house activation, but there'll be fun as well. And some romantic, pleasant moments while Venus is in our 5th house. We'll be able to enjoy maybe a romantic date or two. We'll be able to, if you're in any kind of creative business where you have to be a performer or be center stage attention, things will go very smoothly and easily. You'll be supported. Matters related to your children go very smooth. They're kind of protected till the 21st of September. So if you want to if you need a little bit of relaxation, whatever Venus is, we can relax and balance things out and calm ourselves down. Go to the 5th house, spend time with your children till the 21st of September, or go on a holiday, 5th house rules that, or go to a glamorous place, enjoy yourself, do some favorite hobby. You'll have more than ample opportunities for that. Go on a nice date. And then Venus enters your 6th house from the 21st of September. It means that source of pleasure becomes work. Things will become much easier with your work. You'll still be putting a lot of energy there because of Mars, but Venus will make it also more enjoyable and smoother. So that's my prediction for you guys. And by the way, Aries born in the last 10 days of Aries can expect a big support from other people. Basically, the Aries born from, let me tell you, because Jupiter is transiting your 7th house, the last born Aries, which is Aries born from the 10th of April till the 20th of April, or Aries who have their ascendant or the moon from 21 degrees in Aries till 30 degrees, or the last 10 degrees. Jupiter is in our 7th house. Expect, some of you might meet the love of their future husband. Some of you might get married. Some of you might receive support from a business partner. Some of you might make a contract that is very auspicious. Some of you might meet someone that becomes inspiration for you. Some of you might receive support from others. Some of you can receive more public as well support from others. This is what happens when Jupiter transits the 7th house, and you'll feel more optimistic, even a bit overly optimistic because it's an opposition, and a bit overexcited, but somehow it's positive for you. Good things come to you from others if you are born those from the 20th from the 10th till the 20th of April. So pay attention to others, accept opportunities that come to you from others. They're positive, and you can actually use them to your work, as all those planets in the 6th house. And it should improve also your state of happiness, especially through being in some kind of relationship or business partnership, and your opportunities for abundance and wealth as well. Anyway, thank you so much, Aries. Come and join me on the 7th of September with Dr. Diana Bakalova, one of the best psychologists in Bulgaria that I know. We're doing a webinar on Chiron. Where is the wounded healer in your horoscope? If it's in your 10th house, the wound might be coming from your father or from some authority figure which is blocking you to have success in your career. We'll discover psychologically where the big wound in your life is by looking at the horoscope, and where the Chiron is by sign position, by house position, and in aspects. And Dr. Bakalova will also give you practical solutions how to heal that wound, because after all, a wound is there it has some purpose to, and how exactly we can fix it, so we can remove that barrier from our life. So thank you so much. I love you, and I will see you next month.